Biographical films, they don't just tell stories, they recreate lives. They take real events, real people, and turn them into something we can feel, understand, and sometimes even relate to. So today, I'm counting down my top 5 biopics that you absolutely need to watch. Now, to be clear, I'm not listing these based on Oscars or critic ratings. These are movies that left a mark on me, films that felt alive. Some are flashy, some are quiet, but all of them are real stories told with style, emotion, and damn good performances. Let's dive in. Leonardo DiCaprio, Tom Hanks, Spielberg. That's it. That's the tweet. But seriously, Catch Me If You Can is the definition of fun biopic. By the time he turned 21, this guy had already posed as a pilot, a doctor, and a lawyer. He cashed in millions in fraudulent checks while doing it. But what makes Catch You If You Can so special isn't just the con games, it's the emotional why behind it all. Leonardo DiCaprio plays Frank as this brilliant but broken teenager running from a fractured home, and Tom Hanks as the FBI agent chasing him turns what should be a cat and mouse game into something surprisingly human. Leo gives one of his most charming performances ever. It's entertaining, it's emotional, and it's one of those movies you can rewatch anytime. This movie is wild. Like wild. Based on insane real-life story of Jordan Belfort, a stockbroker who built an empire on lies, drugs, and ridiculous parties. This film is pure madness from start to finish. We're talking about helicopters in backyards, throwing dwarfs at office targets, and the big amount of drugs. But The Wolf of Wall Street isn't just chaos. It's about how power warps people. Leonardo DiCaprio is so good it's terrifying. Jonah Hill is equally unhinged, and Scorsese doesn't sugarcoat a single thing. It's not your typical biography. It is loud, it's long, but it's definitely legendary. I don't know how to explain it, but this movie is just different. At its core, this isn't just a movie about racing, it's about vision and obsession. Ford vs. Ferrari follows a Carroll Shelby, a former driver turned car designer, and a Ken Miles, a hot-headed British racer with pure talent and zero filter. Together, they're tasked with helping Ford beat Ferrari at Le Mans, the world's toughest endurance race, something no American company had done before. But the real battle isn't on the track. It's against Ford's own corporate bureaucracy, the sponsors, the doubters, and time. Christian Bale as Miles is magnetic. He's funny, flawed, and impossible to ignore. Matt Damon brings quiet intensity as Shelby, a man caught between loyalty and survival. The racing scenes, it's masterclass. But it's the bond between these two men, and the emotional cost of pushing limits that makes this one unforgettable. Honestly, this isn't just my favorite biopic. It might be one of my favorite films. You don't get to 500 million friends without making a few enemies. That tagline alone sums it up. The Social Network drops you right into dorm room chaos of Harvard in 2003, where a socially awkward coder named Mark Zuckerberg launches a website that changes the world, and simultaneously ruins his closest relationships along the way. J.C. Eisenberg plays Mark as someone brilliant but emotionally distant, and as the money and fame roll in, so does betrayal. Andrew Garfield's performance as Eduardo Severin, the best friend and co-founder who gets pushed out, is gut-wrenching. Written by Aaron Sorkin, every scene is rapid-fire dialogue, full of ego clashes, legal threats, and painful decisions. It's not just about social media, it's about ambition and how lonely it can get at the top. This one isn't flashy. It doesn't give big speeches or even over-the-top performances. It is quiet, and that's what makes it powerful. Spotlight tells the true story of a small team of Boston Globe reporters who uncovered one of the largest scandals in modern history, the decades-long cover-up of child abuse within the Catholic Church. This movie is quiet but devastating. It's all about the work, digging, fact-checking, knocking on doors, and listening to survivors. There's no melodrama, just a slow, painful truth rising to the surface. Michael Keaton, Rachel McAdams, Mark Ruffalo, the whole cast is understated, but phenomenal. It's a movie that doesn't scream, it whispers, and still shakes you to your core. So yeah, these 5 aren't just good biography movies. They're gripping and sometimes overwhelming, but always real. And whether it's conning airlines, outpacing Ferrari, or publishing the truth that others want destroyed, these films prove that reality can be more intense than anything Hollywood could make up. Oh, and again, Ford vs. Ferrari is peak cinema. Just trust me.